Well, it is my distinct pleasure to announce the recipients of our Outstanding Fundraising Volunteers Award. This award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated exceptional leadership skills in coordinating groups of volunteers at more than one nonprofit for major fundraising projects. And this year, we are honoring not one, not two, but three outstanding volunteers: Lynne Benioff, Mark Buell, and Randi Fisher, all of whom are each incredible philanthropists who individually support many organizations here in the Bay Area. Recently, they brought their combined fundraising prowess to the Golden Gate National Parks Conservancy Presidio Tunnel Tops campaign. And as co-chairs of the campaign, they successfully raised over $101 million, surpassing their original goal of $98 million. So congratulations to all three of you on being named the 2020 National Philanthropy Day Outstanding Fundraising Volunteers. And each of you has a long history as a philanthropist and a volunteer fundraiser. So I'd like to start by asking each of you how you got involved in fundraising and your philosophy around philanthropy. Lynne, let's start with you.
Well, yes. Hi, Renel. Thank you for having us today. It's an honor to be here. How I got involved in philanthropy was really focusing on areas that are important, not just to me, but to the community, such as children's health, and especially being outdoors and the environment. For me personally, my moments of greatest joy and happiness come outside. So it was such an honor and so exciting for me to be part of the Tunnel Tops campaign, because I will be the first one there when it opens in 2021. Really looking forward to celebrating and being outside with everyone.
What I love about all of you is your undeniable passion for nature and the outdoors and the environment. And could you speak a little bit, Mark, about where that passion comes from? I know I did see an interview where you talked about traveling and camping in the VW bug with your mom when you were little. Is that where it started for you?
That's really how it started. My mother was a remarkably creative soul, and she converted a very early Volkswagen bus into a camper and put her kids in it. And we literally went around the rim of the United States, 44 days, 10,000 miles, staying in all the national parks. And it instilled in me as a young boy just the wonders and the diversity of the country. So it really feels like it came naturally.
Yeah. And Randi, kind of a similar upbringing for you?
Very similar. I grew up in the Sacramento Valley and spent 90% of my time outside plodding in the creeks and riding my bike around the neighborhood. My parents weren't big travelers. So again, we were national park people, and it just always, I think, brought home to me the importance of being outside and taking in all of nature's wonders, like Mark said.
So, Mark, I'd like you to share a little bit about the Presidio Tunnel Tops campaign. I got to host the groundbreaking last fall, which was so exciting. So tell us about the project.
So the genesis of it all was when Doyle Drive, which was in bad need of repair, was finally funded and ready to go. They had the wisdom to want to connect Crissy Field to the main post. And by doing that, they built these tunnels over Doyle Drive. So San Francisco was blessed all of a sudden with 20 new acres right on the waterfront of open space. And the Conservancy, in participation with the Presidio Trust, did an international competition. And they narrowed it down to 5 finalists, and in the end selected James Corner and Associates to do his design of the Tunnel Top Park. And you may know that Corner did the High Line in New York and got a reputation that was second to none. I could go on for a long time, but I can tell you that they got lots of community input. And the final product is something that everybody can be very, very proud of. There's something in there for everybody. And so we're looking forward to this grand date next year of opening the park, I hope.
Yes, we all do. Fingers crossed. And Randi, what excites you about this project, and what does it mean, and what is it going to mean to the city and county of San Francisco?
Well, there's just so much to say about all the goodness that this open space is going to bring to our city. Chris Leonards, who's the CEO of the Conservancy, recently wrote something that really summed it up for me. She said that, now more than ever, we can recognize that our parks and open spaces are places of community, renewal, well-being, and solace. And, as we continue to navigate and adapt and respond to this ever-changing reality that we're living right now, one thing remains constant, and that's the power of nature and public lands for wellness, inspiration, and belonging. So, right from the beginning, the vision of the Presidio tunnel tops has been centered on openness and inclusivity, not for only every person in our Bay Area to enjoy, but for citizens from around the world. And I feel confident that one day when tourism rebounds, people from diverse areas of the globe will walk and play and relax and learn on the tunnel tops. So really exciting.
So I joined as a director of the Presidio Trust board in 2015. And soon after that, they told me about the new project going on, the tunnel tops. So I was lucky enough to chair the campaign with Mark Buell and Randi Fisher, and work with all of the incredible professionals at the Golden Gates National Parks Conservancy. So immediately this small group got together and started reviewing all of the information we had gotten from different community groups we worked with. How do you use the Presidio? What do you want to do in the Presidio? How would you use this park? What do you want in this park? Really talk to children's health experts. What are the best types of play for children's health and development? Looking at education programs, talking to all the educators. What really are the programs that are going to be successful in inspiring youth to be happy in their own lives and to find careers, hopefully, in science, in the environment? It's been a joy to meet park rangers that started off at the Christie Field Youth Center as middle school students and are now park rangers working for the National Park Service. So we'd come together and we'd envision the project, look at what we had, talk to incredible designers, architects, and try and put together the best park that we could to serve the community. And the campaign committee, it's a small but mighty team, really came together. Everyone's so passionate about this park and what a lasting gift this will be for generations to come in the Bay Area. It's in such an iconic spot in the world. And we came together and we had a lot of fun. And I must say that fundraising is very hard work. I've been in a lot of different fundraising meetings. Not all of them are fun, but this group of individuals in particular at the Parks Conservancy, every meeting, it was so inspiring and happy. And I know that feeling is going to carry through into the park experience. So that's how I got involved. And I really, it's been an honor to serve on this campaign committee.
And finally, I'd just like to ask all three of you what receiving this award means to you. Randi, why don't we start with you?
It's just such an honor. I really wanted to thank the fundraising professionals, the Association of Fundraising Professionals, for this great honor. I'm really humbled by it and share it with so many people, as we've all said. But I think one of the most important lessons about being in a thriving community is just learning how to support it and uphold the critical role that the nonprofits are playing in our area, because without them, we wouldn't be able to provide a social safety net, health assistance, cultural and educational enrichment, outdoor experiences that really move us deeply, and the list goes on and on. And so, without knowing that we need to stand up and really embrace these organizations and help them, then we wouldn't be anywhere, because I think that by supporting them, we're benefiting our entire ecosystem that we call our community.
And Mark?
Well, I'm extremely honored. There's no question about it. It takes a village. There's an old line: victory has many parents, defeat is an orphan. And we're here because of victories that took many parents. And in our case, thinking of the National Park Service, the Presidio Trust, the Golden Gate National Park Conservancy, even Caltrans played a role. So, it's remarkable. So I think Lynne and Randi and I are really wearing the hats of being at the top of that pyramid, but there's a lot of people behind it that made it possible. So we're totally honored and flattered to be presented with this. Thank you.
It's well earned and well deserved. And let's check in with Lynne now. Tell us what receiving this award means to you.
Well, I'm just very honored to receive this award. And I will say it's really just icing on the cake of what's been a fantastic journey in being part of the team that conceptualized the park from the beginning through raising all this money and actually exceeding our campaign goals. And I've really learned so much being part of the campaign, and have a whole new level of respect for fundraising professionals. There's so many I've met at the Golden Gate National Parks Conservancy that are stellar at what they do, and I will take the lessons I learned from them into whatever I do next.
So exciting. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. And on behalf of a grateful Bay Area, thank you. Thank you, Lynne. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Randi, for all of your ongoing fundraising efforts. It is greatly appreciated. And I'm so excited about the Tunnel Tops campaign. I hope you'll involve me when we have the grand opening.
Yes, we certainly will. And thank you for all that you do for the community and being part of all of these great projects. I see you at many things around town as the master MC. So thank you.
Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate it. It's been lovely chatting with all three of you, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.